Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel and welcome to Thrifty Thursday. So I have a few people that have contacted me and they are participating in Thrifty Thursday also. So I will have their channels linked below. So just be sure to go and check them out if you like to look at, what we all got at the thrift stores and or wherever, estate sales, things like that. And if you would like to participate, just leave me a comment under any of my videos, and when I see it, I will let you know that I'll link your channel. So this is kind of becoming an open collab, right? So fun. So let's just get started because I have quite a few things to show you, and I don't want to take up too much of y'all's time. But the first thing I got, let me show you this. It's really cool. It's a game, and I left it all intact. I was going to either keep it or divide it up and sell it. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to keep it all together and put it in my shop like it as is, and someone can do what they want with it. But it has all the parts in here, and I tried to take pictures of all the parts. I don't want to necessarily take it all out of here, but it's a very cool game, time game. It's got a big clock. It's got these cards that are perforated that you can take apart. It was never played. It has, these are the clock hands that you put on here. So let me see, there's one here. See, somebody put one together here properly. It's got a brad and the clock hands that move, and all these little cards with clocks on them. I thought it was super cool. And so all of that is in there. There's more brads down in there for all the cards. Everything's in there. And these little red, some kind of little red tabs or something. I don't know what you do with those, but all part of the game. So I thought it was a really cool vintage Milton Bradley game, which is in my shop. I just love those time cards. When I opened that up, I was like, oh my goodness, those are so cool. So I put these in my shop. These I had in my my Christmas stash. I just wanted to show you. I put these in my shop. A few little bundles of these, and I'm just destashing some of my Christmas stuff. So these are just little open house invitations that were never used, and they're vintage. And I have some envelopes here too. So those are in there. And then let's see, this goes with this. Some recipe cards that I found still in the package. And the little label here looks like it's brownie. So I think these probably have been around for a while. There's herbs right here. I'm just holding them like this so you can see without glare. Let me take a sip of coffee there. So, yeah, super pretty, and green lines in the front and back. These are like 4x6 size, so those are going in my stash. Fun. I love recipe cards, right? And then here's some little cards. These are going in my stash. They are little. First of all, I love the little shape. First of all, they're small. I love little small cards, and then they're shaped, and then they're a coffee grinder. So super cute. And I can use these in a coffee journal. So super excited about that. And then these two books here. So this is a little address book that I found, made by Lillian Vernon, 1988. It's been around but never used. So it's like in pretty much perfect shape, and I'm trying to keep it that way until I sell it. It's in my shop. It's got the little rings here, so it's ring bound. You can make a journal out of this. I have before, out of little address books like this. And here's the pages that are in here, all little pages. If you did want to keep it for a Christmas card record book, it's got all those little pages in there to help you do that. So I'm going to put that in a special spot so it doesn't get messed up. And another sip of coffee. Some nice hot coffee there. So this is a cute little Rand McNally book, How Are Chicks Born? Here's the back, and it's been around for a good while on this one. There's no writing or tears or anything in here. See the super cute little pages. It is 1967. So this is just so cute. All the little pictures with the chickens and the kids. And and the only thing wrong with this is it's got a little, it's got a little tiny wear there. It's all together and everything, but and it's got a little kind of like a crack right there, but it's not, it's just off the spine, you know what I mean? I don't want to mess around with it too much, but see, there's the spine and it's right over here. So, but so cute, right? I thought that was really special. And let's see, let me show you this next so I can get these kind of balanced over here on my chair next to me where I'm putting everything. This is a cross-stitch book that I thought was really nice. It's just a really nice book. And you can, I mean, I always think of journals usually when the first thing I think of when I see books and look at books. So these are really nice, kind of, you know, a little bit wide. So that would be nice for a journal to fold in half if you did want to take it apart. But it's got the patterns here so you can make the things that are pictured. Here's where you, it shows you the floss, the embroidery floss that you need. And then there's instructions. And then there's all these beautiful pictures that you can make, right? Here's the patterns here for this one, these. And then up here, see, here's the picture and the pattern. And then up here, there's these pictures. And these patterns are in the back of the book, back here. See right here. And then you have the picture. This is Las Vegas. You can make a picture, cross-stitch picture of Las Vegas. And here's like some history about it. So I thought this was really cool, really different, right? And that goes, you know, all these are beautiful pictures. And actually, I looked this up online. And it looks like people were framing these and hanging them on the wall, you know, as artwork. Or they make them and then, but it looked like the actual pictures from this book were hung on the wall. I mean, you can see this looks like the fabric that you know, cross stitch on, and it would make a beautiful picture hanging on the wall, right? If you wanted to frame it very nicely. So anyway, I'm just, I was pleasantly surprised when I found those. But look at these, they are beautiful pictures in here. And they are all pictures of things, you know, places in the United States. The French Quarter, Devereaux, the Governor's Palace at Williamsburg, Colonial Williamsburg, Virginia, the Capitol. This is New Hampshire in the United States. And I didn't show you every picture, but you get the idea. A very nice book, right? And it's vintage. So here's a couple more. Let's see. So this is Mary Poppins. I love the color on the cover. And the pages, I mean, everything's perfect in here as far as, well, there's a name written here, but the spine is good. The pages are good. No rips or tears. And there's a few amazing pictures in here. Let me show you. This, look at that color. And I have to show you these pictures. Look at that color. Isn't that beautiful? And there's another one. Beautiful, beautiful. I love those pictures. They're so pretty. Anyway, on to Heidi. Front and back. This one is 1939, I think. Yeah, I already put them in my shop, so that's why I know the dates. But see, it's just very nice copy or edition of Heidi. It's old. No writing or tears, but it is in French. Isn't that cool and different, right? I don't think I've ever found a French book before. So that was fun to find a Heidi in French. And like I said, I put the date in my listing, but I believe it was 1939. Here's a couple of children's books here. I just like the cover on this, and I thought this was pretty. So I did put this in my shop, but I thought this would, you know, be a pretty journal, or just, you know, if you want the story, either one. But just a really copy of Belle from Beauty and the Beast. There's nothing wrong with this except the title page is missing. The title page was torn out. So yeah, I think I marked it down for that too, because usually I would have put that for $5, and I think I put it for $3.50 or something like that, because the title page is missing. I love this. I love the shape books. These are from the 70s usually. From what the ones I found are usually from the 70s. This one's 1976. There's nothing wrong with this. The pages are starting to brown. I love the colors in here. And just really pretty book with all of Dorothy and the characters, Toto. And the only thing I saw was this is like this, and I don't know if it was meant to be like that or not. I put that it was cut off in my listing because I really think it might have been, but it almost looks like it's supposed to be like that. I don't know if there was like, maybe the price tag was there, and it doesn't look like it was perforated though. I have no idea. Maybe somebody cut off the price tag. I have no idea, but it's otherwise in perfect condition. Let's see, this was just a book cover that I found. This is a paperback book cover, but I love the retro. It was old. It is old. And just love the whole look of this. So I like to make a journal out of this. I like strengthen it here. See, it's just plain inside. So strengthen this and make a journal out of it just like it is, because I think it's so cool. And this too. This is the Reader's Digest here, but I bet whenever I see a book like this, like so grungy and just this kind of look, it's from the 1800s. So this is probably from the 1800s, and I'd like to use that as a journal cover. I just think it's beautiful, a beautiful grungy cover. And then this was super cute. This one I would like to make a journal out of too. I just think this is the cutest, to make the cutest little recipe book ever. Recipe, junk journal or journal. And so, and it just has these pages, which are pretty. They all have recipes in this little blue border, little blue borders. They have different little squigglies or whatever on there, but there's no copyright in here at all. It just starts off with the contents page and then recipes. There's no kind of date in here, but I just love that cover. I thought it was a different, shape. For one thing, it's a little bit smaller, so it'd be a smaller recipe journal, and I just love the whole look of it. Just everything about it, I just loved it. So, future recipe journal, a little book of postcards, folk art. So these are very pretty. Let's see, just different artwork here, and they're all folk arty. They're all folk arty. As you can see, very nice. I love postcard books, so I've never met one I didn't like. So anytime I find them, I get them. I've looked at them online on Amazon and stuff, and they're so expensive, and I've never bought one. I've been tempted, but I've never bought one, and thank goodness I found a few in thrift stores, so that satisfies my folk art itch type of, my postcard itch type of thing. But these are Yahtzee score sheets, and I like to tuck those with a good amount there. I like to tuck those in my journal pockets. Any kind of like game score sheet, they're just fun. Just a fun, different paper to write on, you know what I mean? Why wouldn't you want to have some fun in your writing, right? So let's see, these are all different sizes here. I'm trying to think how I'm going to stack this up. Let me do this one first, because this is the biggest one. This has like, it looks like handmade paper in it. So like an album, I guess. And I want to take it apart and see what I want to do with it. I could use some like this, just like they are. I want to see how they come apart too. It looks like each one could be a signature, where it could be long like this. You know what I mean? It's weird how they look like they were put together here, but that's how it is. And then, so I'm going to take it apart, see what I get. But I would like to coffee dye one, experiment a little bit with one page at least. And if it comes out really awesome, I'm going to maybe coffee dye all of them. But I just want to see what at least one comes out and how it takes the coffee and things. So I'm going to coffee dye at least one of those and see, have some fun with that book and see what happens there. I think that could be interesting and fun. Okay, let me move my stuff around here. Stacking it up so it doesn't fall down on the floor. On a chair there. Okay, so single entry ledger. I like this cover. This could be a journal cover. And then the papers here. It doesn't look super old or anything. I just like that cover. I still like the cover, even though it doesn't look, it doesn't have a date or anything in it, but it could be vintage. I just have no idea. It might not be. It probably isn't. But I just thought it was a really pretty one. And then it's got all these papers in here, which look like they will come out. We'll see. I'm not sure. I think they should come out like this, one whole sheet. That's how it looks like they should come out. So that would be awesome paper to use in journals, right? So that is another thing I bought for the paper and the cover. And then, let's see, this is the next size that I can put over there and stack properly. But an old telephone book. So it's not just any old telephone book. It's from 1957. I looked at it fairly carefully in the store, and the first thing I saw was the ad. So I looked at the ads. See, I thought, oh, I can cut these ads out and make ephemera, which is really cool, and that would be fun. But then I realized that, well, there's some calendars in the back too. Those are cool. 1957, 1956, 1958. But then I realized that the numbers are different. So it says, the number right here is BR45638. And I don't know about you, but I never had a phone number like that. All my phone numbers have been 7 numbers plus the area code. So when I saw a whole phone book, I mean, it's not a big, huge phone book. They don't have huge phone books here in North Carolina. This is just for High Point. But when I'm from Florida, and I lived in Fort Lauderdale, and the phone book was, well, it was separate yellow pages and white pages. And the white pages alone were like that big, like 3 inches at least wide. That was just the white pages. And then they had a separate yellow pages, probably about that big too. So that just compares how you can compare the population of Florida and North Carolina. There's about, actually I looked it up. I looked it up several times, but to remind myself, I looked it up a couple weeks ago, populations, and North Carolina is about half the population of Florida. 10 million in, around 10 million in North Carolina and 20 million in Florida. So, yeah, a lot more traffic, and a lot of them are in South Florida, so Floridians. Fort Lauderdale was a lot more traffic than where I live now. I mean, a lot more. Way more. Anyway, if you live in a highly populated state, you know what I mean. Anyway, I thought that was really cool. So I'm so glad I found it. And it was, you know, it's bound for the trash. You know, nobody else wanted that, but I just thought it was the coolest thing ever, that phone book. So this is just I really fell in love with this paper here. There's a lot in here. It was never used. There's a name, no. Refer Asheville log, something about Asheville log. And so that's Asheville is in North Carolina. Asheville log, I don't know, but nothing else was written in the Asheville log here. Oh, here's some numbers back here. The numbers, I don't know, but anyway, I wanted the paper. I thought it was really cool. I like the size. And it's starting to brown, so you know it's been around. It's vintage lined paper. And I want to use lined, like I don't have any vintage lined paper. I think that's the thing that got me. Like I have graph paper, I have ledger paper, but no just plain lined paper like that. So I thought that would be very useful. And then this is another type of paper that I found that I thought was cool. It was wrapped in cellophane when I brought it home, but I wanted to see what it looked like. So it's appliance records. I like different, you know, it's different, and the colors are different. There's lines on the front and back, both sides. So great little journaling pages, or pages to put in a journal, right? So awesome. And then this is a calendar that looks like it maybe was a premium, or maybe you purchased it at a gas station. It talks about Phillips 66 and Liberty Oil Company, Liberty, North Carolina. And it's very cool. It's 1985, but I like the little size of it here. I think it's so pretty. I mean, I might even, I don't know. Does it have a copyright? I wonder if I can scan some of these pages, because I just love the size, but I'm trying to just use original stuff. I'm not using really digitals right now. So, I don't know. I probably wouldn't scan it. I'd probably just use it and just, you know, just use it. That's what I'm doing now. Just using original stuff. I just really, that's how I started, and that's what I really love. Just using original things in my journals and not using digitals really, unless I have to. And I have some beautiful digitals, so yeah. And I have some beautiful ephemera digitals, so I might be using those sometimes, unless I don't run out of originals. So we'll see. Playing that by ear. But this is a book I wanted to show you. I brought it home even though it wasn't perfect. So what it was the cover was perfect. This cover is absolutely beautiful. It looked brand new. There's a little bit of crayon there, and then there's a bunch of crayon here. But the front and back were beautiful, and I can cover that up. You know, we can cover that up very easily and make it beautiful inside. And then it had some writing on the pages, but not even half of them are written on. So I figured I'd just take it apart, salvage the ones that have writing, and see what I can cut out of those, you know, and then just use the ones that don't have writing, you know, in a journal. And there you go. I salvaged the book. Maybe nobody else would have wanted it because it had writing all over some of the pages, but I can do something with it. I can still use it. And here, okay, so here's some ephemera. This is the last of it. And two Beatrix Potter. They both have their dust covers, and this is Benjamin Bunny, the Squirrel Nutkin one. And here's what the covers, you know, look like. They are I have some of the green ones, the ones with the green cover, and I have these too, with the lighter kind of off-white color, cream colored, ecru colored. And then, you know, they all kind of have the similar pages where they have the little picture and the story, and just super cute. So these are going into my stash to make future journals out of. Add to my collection. One day I just have to make a bunch of Beatrix Potter journals. And then this is some interesting ephemera I found, just some recipe cards, and some of them are Halloween related. So I thought that was cool. Like this is Trick or Treat, it says here. Let me hold it because you can't see that, but there you go, Trick or Treat. Let me put it over there because these are glary. Banana nut muffins, banana bread. I love this one. Gingerbread haunted houses. Isn't that cute? Those are so cute. And then just some pie crust, ready crust pumpkin pie there. I'm just showing you because these are, you know, these are just random stuff I found floating around at the thrift store, and kind of show you the crazy stuff I pick up, right? That's a cardboard cutout recipe. Oh, I love this one, Spooky Bat Witches. Isn't that cool? And caramel apple cookies. All the fall related things and Halloween related sweet spider webs. And then just a Cool Whip recipe top from a Cool Whip top. Just a random cinnamon fudge. Oh, these two I love. These two I love. I'll show you those in a second. 3 bookmarks. These two are the same. They have bears, and this one just says "You're Someone Special." It has a ruler on the back, so that's cool. And then this is cool. Only one of these. I wish there were more, but it's a little. It's from like a strawberry. It's about strawberries, North Carolina strawberries. And it has the strawberry lemonade recipe here. Susie Strawberry wants you to try this delicious drink. She's so cute. And there's the recipe. And then it has all this inside stuff too about strawberries, information about strawberries. Excellent source of vitamin C. So that was so cute. Wish there was a whole bunch of those, but only one. And then this is a little book of tickets from a New Year's party. I guess used. There's a little stamps on here. Like there's a stamp on the back here, a rubber stamp, and then there's a rubber stamp. There's the rubber stamp on the back of each one. So that's cool. I guess maybe if they were used, they stamped it when you went into the party. It's a $10 charge to get into this party on January 1st, 2010. And I just thought this was so cool. I've never found anything like this. I was like, what is this? When I found it, a book of little tickets, and I looked to see what they were, and I was like, well, that's cool. And there's a little staple right here I can take out and put these in as a little ephemera. They might not be vintage, but they're super cool, I think. And so yeah, future journal ephemera there. So that is it for this week. Hope you enjoyed. And don't forget to check out the other ladies, and I will see you all next time. So have a great day. Happy crafting and happy thrifting. I'll see you later.